Well, I've worked at 3 institutions that were more or less explicitly access institutions, and served a high percentage of first gen students, high percentage of financially needy students, and that sort of thing. So all of what we've already talked about in terms of processes and barriers and things is part of it. But the other thing that we've done at each of these places, and we're working on a very large project on that now here at the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma, is really intensive work on data with the incoming class to identify the areas of risk. And so you develop a profile, and this works really well at a small school. I don't know how you do it at a giant university, but you really look at it at an individual student level at the things that are potentially problematic and barriers to them. And this ranges from what high school they went to. I mean, we have records about the levels of success from students from different high schools. So you can tell a student with a 3.2 grade point average from this one is going to be fine. A student with a 3.2 grade point average from that one is going to need support. So that financial risk factors, first gen, um, test scores. We're test optional, but about 3/4 of our students do it anyway. So we have that data. And you really sort of develop those groups and you try to design some interventions for them. And sometimes it's at the level of just informing their advisor, uh, these are things X, Y, and Z are potential concerns for this student. And we have an advising center here. We have a professional advising center that advises first year students. So that's relatively easy. There are 4 staff members who do advising for the incoming students, so they know them, um, and they get that data and can really intervene. Um, and again, we've done that at the university where I was the academic vice president, like I am here, at Southern Vermont College, where I was the president, and again here we're working this up right now. Um, the University of Oklahoma, which is huge, is only about 40 miles from us, but they've done some really good work on student retention, and they have developed a kind of predictive model. And one of our people who is now, he's a math faculty member, but he has a special job, which is data retention analyst or a retention data analyst. He's been working with them to really find the points where the interventions have the most return. Um, we've talked to the people at OU several times, and one of the interesting things that they've found is some of the things that they thought would be predictive are really not. And some of the things that they thought were relatively indifferent predictors actually are pretty important. And so we're trying to figure that out here. I mean, we're in the kind of early middle stages of that, I would say, but we're trying to figure out where we can best put our limited resources to support those students and help them be successful.